I've seen some Tempo Priest lists floating around, but it's not a deck I've actually queued into on ladder yet. So I figured I would try my hand at building a list. The main reason to play this archetype, I think, is Dragonmaw Overseer. Just a very strong card to play on turn 3 if you have something stick to the board. So to go along with that turn 3, and I guess also Apotheosis, if we miss the Overseer, we want to play some pretty sticky 1 and 2 drops. The stickiest of them all is the Imprisoned Homunculus, since it wakes up on the turn 3 where these cards are active. But Argent Squire and Reliquary of Souls are relatively sticky as well. We don't really care too much about the Deathrattle on the Reliquary, just 1 mana 1/3. Sometimes the lifesteal is relevant, pretty good in this deck I think. On 2 we've got a Cool Tehran Chaplain to follow up our semi-sticky 1-drops, or some Deathrattles with Grand Mummy and Serpent Egg, which are pretty sticky on their own. Going into turn 3, we also have a Terran Gorefiend, which is really good with Serpent Egg or Grand Mummy, and just generally pretty good if it hits anything. I also wanted to play a Mind Flayer Karj in this spot because it's just a reasonable tempo minion. And at this point we have a lot of Deathrattle stuff, so I figured 2 copies of Shadowy Figure are pretty good. This card is really insane if it hits Terran Gorefiend, and pretty reasonable on anything else. Similarly, I'm playing 2 copies of Psyche Split. If it copies any of our Deathrattle stuff, it's insane, but it's also just like pretty good on Dragonmaw Overseer as well. Or anything that has an Apotheosis buff, anything with a Power Infusion buff. Most things that we hit off Psychopomp. So basically, I just jammed a bunch of buffy tempo cards in the deck. If we have something in play going into turn 3, we're probably pretty happy. And if not, we're probably going to lose that game. But so far, I've had things going into turn 3 more often than not. Currently sitting at 8 and 6 with this deck, which I'm pretty happy with for a first draft. Especially when I'm playing some potentially sketchy cards like Temple Enforcer, or maybe Power Word Shield, maybe Argent Squire is not the best 1-drop we could be playing. So pretty happy with the win rate so far. I kinda like Serpent Egg into the Dragonmaw Overseer, but I'm not really sure if I should keep that curve. I would like to hit a 1. It's probably fine. Hey, I found my 1-drop. I want the Power Word Shield for the Dragonmaw Overseer, I think. Definitely want to go ahead and cast this because of Dark Skies. Dark Skies isn't a clear here, but it might have been worth it playing for him. Just like try to snipe this twice. But trying to snipe it 4 times is a lot less likely. Well, Psychopomp doesn't get anything. Does he have the other Dark Skies? It would clear here, other than leaving me with a 3/4. Alright, looks like he got the snipes he wanted on this. I probably just Psyche Split this thing, because it's insane. Shadowy Figure on the egg is okay, but I like this. Look at those 5/8s. Two Nether Breaths. I'm really happy to see both of those down and not being used with the Artificer guy. Okay. Not the best res, but okay. Does this thing have Reborn when it comes back? Because of the Psychopomp? I'm not actually sure. Dark Skies, I guess. Or not Dark Skies, Plague of Flames. Well, you don't play Ooze into Plague of Flames. Oh, maybe you do. God, he healed for 18 over the last 2 turns? It's pretty crazy. Am I trading at all here? Probably do want to trade with the 5-1.
What is Luna's will?
Am I trading a 2-2 Deathrattle or just a 3-1 into it? I think I like having the Deathrattle.
Yes, I will destroy them.
I need 2 damage for lethal. There's not much in my deck that immediately does 2 damage. That does have Reborn. I assume when it comes back off the Reborn, I have to wait for it to undormant again. But that's okay. Looks like we're not getting that far. Nice.
Give me strength.
Dragon Maw Overseer is insane, but I don't have an early curve, and the card is at its worst against Rogue because Backstab and every other card in Rogue kills it.
The light protects me.
Not the best chaplain, but it's fine. It's a good amount of stats off the Mind Flayer, but hitting a 1/4 is not super good. What if I make 4 1/4s though? Insane. Wait, no, don't do that. I mean, I guess I can just replay it. Oh, that's good. Do I play Terran Gorefiend here? God, that's insane with Psyche Split.
I fight.
Maybe I should have waited the turn. Gone like Mind Flayer cards here, and then next turn I could go Terran Gorefiend Shadowy Figure. But he could have like cleaned up my board, and this curves into Psyche Split anyway. I think the line I took was fine here.
I will act as your scale drop.
God, this second Psyche Split is so nuts. I think I like this guy having a ton of stats. Like, it's good if he dies, but I don't need it to die. Like, I can just beat his ass with these 5 power minions. He can flick, but then I get 6 minions, so it's kind of fine.
From nothing, power.
Don't let the door hit you.
Sure. Wait, what if I just play Terran Gorefiend here, and then get more Terran Gorefiends? Is that good? No, he doesn't have room for an ambush anyway. Dummy. What do I even copy with Shadowy Figure? This makes, what, a 3/4 and a 2/2 Divine Shield? That's better than a 4/7, right?
Blessings, mates.
He's popping my Deathrattles as if he has some sort of board clear. Oh, he just wants the heal out of that guy. That makes sense.
Choose soon.
I'm not sure if that last set of attacks was on point. He looks dead here. I guess, like, running 2 Faceless Corruptors into my 4/7 was probably not a winning line, though.
Veranda versus Sylvanas.
Victory for the Forsaken. Elune, give me strength.
1/2. Maybe a better 2. Hard to say. That's definitely my worst 2 on this board state.
The moment is upon us.
Mummy needs 5 more.
My opponent's name is Tears O Denial.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Do you think he really names himself after the Dark Souls miracle? I hope not, because I don't even know what that miracle does, so it can't be that good. I mean, Zephyr's probably didn't give him, like, Shadowword Pain or anything here, right? So maybe I just buff this guy. Since my eggs aren't really doing much, but they can do something with the Grand Mummy buff. I think I just like doing this.
Smell like a spore.
I am the Iron.
Wait, Tears of Denial sometimes keeps you alive when you should die? That's OP. Maybe that's actually worth naming yourself after. So I should play a card here, probably. Could copy my egg.
Listen,
Let's see what happens here. Oh, it buffed my egg?
Mummy needs 5.
Copying my egg looks so much better now. Because now I can use it for this trade. I'm not sure if the power word shield is great there, but it gave me +4 health instead of +2 using it somewhere else. And like, even though these eggs have death rattles, them just being 2 power minions is also pretty good. Wow, Highlander Hunter with Bran on curve? How unusual. That definitely doesn't happen every single game. Alright, Grand Mummy, you've got a 75% chance to not upset me here. Actually, am I even killing that? I have a nice taunt in the way. Yo, I can make this taunt big enough that King Crush can't even kill it. What a pathetic dinosaur.
I wonder.
Ignored. Oh shit, what's happening? Oh, he just copied his prime minion. That's fine. So I'm showing 12? Wow, injured Tolvir for sure, right? Do we ignore King Crush again? I do know that he has another Zixor in his hand. Probably should kill King Crush here. Buff one of my eggs. Buffed that one. So I could trade off my 5/6, probably rather just trade these off. I'm fine ignoring his 4/3 because of how poorly it lines up against my Tolvir. Okay. Hit me in the face like all my other Hunter opponents. Nice. I swear that card is not random. It goes face way too often. I'm 2 damage off lethal here. I have like 4 draws in my deck that would kill him. That's not one of them. Do I want to trade one of these off just so I can Psycho Pump? I think I do want to kill this because Dragonbane is scary as hell. Let's just hit him in the face. How scared am I at 15? I've seen Bran already. I've seen Dragonbane. I've seen Zephyrus. Probably not that worried about dying at 15 with a 10 health taunt in play. What if he has like Ironbeak Owl? He would still need a kill command. Or an Unleash the Hounds. That would have to be kill command actually. Greedy heal? I don't think it's that greedy. I'm at 25.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
He's dead, right? Should have cast Tears of Denial.